Hello.
Hello. This is Hannah.
And Calissa.
And Sarah. And today we are going to talk about school, just in general.
Yeah, because I saw a story this morning, and I think that kind of spurred on everyone's minds to like think about teachers and school and like our experiences in school. And so I'll share my story that I found, and then we can talk about the other stuff.
Okay.
Because my mind was blown a little bit.
Okay, let's talk.
Okay, sorry. I was just so like flabbergasted by this. So there's these Texas teachers, apparently there's two of them, I think, who were giving sleepy time stickers. So they're like slow release stickers or something that have, what's that thing that people give their kids?
Melatonin.
Yes. At like nap time to make people's kids like take a nap in school.
Wow.
And they were, from what I saw, they were released from the position. So I don't know if that means like there's investigation stuff. So like they can't say officially fired type of thing. I don't know. But whoa.
I'd be very upset if that
I would
happened.
be so angry.
Yeah.
How old were the kids?
Like elementary kids.
Okay, because I don't think melatonin is recommended till they're at least 5.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it disrupts their like normal production.
Yes, because if you give someone melatonin, it tells their brain that they don't need to produce it on their own.
Right.
So it is a boost.
So my guess is that it was kindergarten or above. Like, because I think
because nap
kindergarten
time
is only kindergarten, I think.
Yeah.
Did you
even in
guys
public
sleep
schools.
in school? We didn't. We couldn't. When I was in like kindergarten, we could lay down.
We had rest time.
Yeah, she just turned off the lights and was like, "Nobody sleep."
Really?
She was just an old school.
Maybe that was like her thing, not because like now
Yeah.
anybody can. If you fall asleep, you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Nope. There would always be one person. She'd turn on the lights and be like, "Wake up!" Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh, psychotic.
This is the teacher, kindergarten. She yelled at me on the first day of school because I didn't know what to get off on the bus. I was like, I don't know where to get off. And then so the bus driver, this boy was like, hey, there's this little girl still on the bus. And the bus driver turned around and I'm like hiding because I'm like, oh God, I'm in trouble.
When you're 5, you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Oh, and she met me, the bus driver called, I have this little girl. Where's she supposed to go? And they found my stop. My teacher met me outside of the school and literally finger pointed at me. You come here.
Like finger in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and how scared you must have been to begin with.
Yeah. And I told my mom that and her heart breaks every time. And she's like, I should have prepared you. But yeah, this teacher always yelled at, we couldn't sleep. We just,
Had to lay there?
I don't
Just
remember
lay
that I
there.
ever fell asleep, but I know that there are kids that did fall asleep.
Yes, there were kids that did fall asleep. Gannon actually was under the weather last week, and they actually sent him to the nurse. They're like, he doesn't usually sleep during nap time, and he slept both days during nap time, and he's just not quite himself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they sent him to the nurse, and he had a temp, so I had to go to get him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Ronnie's hit
unusual
or
for him to
miss.
sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish he would nap. Oh my gosh. I don't know how my kids do it. Carver is up by 5:15 every single day.
That's why we bought our kids an alarm, because Gus was waking up earlier and earlier and earlier to go out and play video games or watch TV.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not happening. You stay in bed until your alarm goes off. Sometimes
Does it work?
he's just laying in the bed for like an hour, just staring.
Does it
waiting for
work?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because Gus is a rule follower.
Yeah.
If your kids are not rule followers, that won't work. Bronny sleeps in, so we don't have to worry about him. But Gus is a rule follower, so he follows the rules. So,
knock on wood, my kids have been doing great.
good.
They've been, Cutter, he'll wake up, but he'll stay in his room. And then around 7, he'll just come out and be like, Mom, it's morning. I'm like, not really. Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
And Cash, he'll just kind of lay in his crib and just blabber to himself. Blah, 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 blah.
that's cute.
Yeah. But no, nap times, it's a heck of a time over here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, some kids grow out of them earlier than others.
yeah.
I
I
never
think-
grew out of them. I still like nap
So
time
does
every
Calvin.
single day.
Calvin likes to have multiple nap times if he can. Yeah. But I think Bronny needs them still, but he is a terror. Like to go to bed at night, he'll stay up until like 10, 11 o'clock.
Yes.
If he naps sometimes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the problem. Like if they fall asleep in the car, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's rough out here sometimes with those 4, 5, 6
Yes.
year olds. It's rough.
Yes. Because
If you've got a 5, 4, 6-year-old, we're thinking about you.
we feel you.
Yeah, seriously.
I have a super embarrassing first day of school story. My brother was he must have been a freshman in high school, and while I was a 7th grader, and on the very first day of school, I was carrying like this big thing of books, and I just found my locker, and like I'm like just imagine so scared of like I gotta get to class before the bell rings, and like it's a huge adjustment for kids.
Yeah.
And I was walking and I was carrying all my books or whatever, and I saw Carl and I just like waved at him and
Oh,
he
no.
shoved me onto the ground. I fell on the ground. I was wearing a dress, like I'm splayed out on the ground.
What?
Yes.
Your brother did this?
Yes. And I dropped my books everywhere. And he just kept going.
Wow.
I hope that he had a little bit of something coming to him later in life in school. I hope he tripped and his shorts ripped and his ball sack was just hanging out or something. Anything. Because that is so rude.
It was
rude.
awful. It was so embarrassing.
Do you turn
I'll
beet
never
red,
forget
too?
it. Yes. I still do when I think about it. It was awful.
Oh, Calissa.
What people do?
Nothing.
Nobody like stopped.
The
and was like,
he
oh my
did it
gosh.
right in front of a teacher, and the teacher knew that we were siblings. So it's like,
They're like, nah.
right?
What?
Yes.
I would have been like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
To your
I think
own
they helped
sibling?
me. I think they helped me pick up my books. But yeah, Carl just kept going, which is really out of character for Carl to
Carl
do
needs a
that.
spank.
Do you think he was like maybe trying to impress somebody that was watching?
I don't know, but apparently it's not cool to wave at 9th graders.
I mean, it's not like you were that far apart in age.
I know.
What'd you say
He's
was?
a freshie.
Like,
She's
he
a
was
freshman.
sophomore? Or, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
9th grade or 7th grade. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have. Okay. So like elementary through middle school, we could stay in the same building, but then once high school hit, like
And we do cutoff, a cutoff like at 6th grade.
oh,
So,
So
at
you're like 6 through 12.
Yeah,
12, 7 through
6, 7 through 12
Yeah.
are kind of together. They have classes that are similar or whatever, and then 6 K through 6 are like a separate kind of a thing.
Our school system now
so
is weird.
you could
in the
be
public
a
school.
senior and be in 8th grade math.
Well, not necessarily, but I was
That'd be me.
I was taking health class with I was a freshman. I was taking health class with seniors.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
health is just meh.
yeah. Early bird PE. I would take. I think I took early bird PE as like an 8th grader.
Why?
I don't know.
PE was fun in
No.
high school.
That sounds terrible.
PE.
Like, to be sweaty
No,
in
no.
first period all day.
yeah.
Like, that's why I think it was maybe it was just my senior year. I can't remember. I did like a free period gym. So, like, I just had to, like, log that I exercised. And then, like, once a week we'd meet with our PE teacher. I never did those things, but, like, at the time, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and that was the best PE class I ever had.
Yeah, I had
was
to
so
do
great.
that my senior year because I was in so many college classes that it just didn't fit for me to take a PE class. So I had to like write down in my final semester, like I walked or I exercised.
We all lied.
Oh, yeah.
No, PE was fun when you were a high schooler because we did fun stuff like bowling, fishing.
What?
Yeah.
We didn't do fun stuff.
Yeah,
I was
we
on
would
the
go on
bowling
like
team.
little like field trips to the ponds and
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
and Nick he gets so pissed off. He's like, we had to work out. Like
Yeah.
this is how he learned how to work out because his gym teacher was like, nope, your form is like this and you have to lift like this. And
I
like,
wish I would have had that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
thinking back now, I'm like, yeah, that would have been nice to learn some weightlifting or
But I
like,
think I would have had it as an elective. Like an elective
I
PE
mean,
class.
I think it should be because there's some people that are like, no, this is what I want to do. This is,
Yeah, but man, that'd be so fun.
We
I
had
would have loved to go bowling for PE,
PE?
because
Yeah.
all I did in high school was go bowling. Like I was on the bowling team, so
Oh,
to do
that's
that
right.
for like that's just extra practice for me.
we
like
didn't have bowling.
Oh man,
No,
you
we
missed
didn't
out.
either.
Yeah.
You missed out, girl.
We had trap shooting.
Yeah.
Yep, so did we. I wasn't on that team.
I was.
Ooh, did you have the
Mostly
big
for
bruise
the
on your face?
boys.
Really?
It was all like
Absolutely.
goofy weirdos. I shouldn't say weirdos, like weirdo in an endearing kind of way
No, no.
on our team. So
I was into weirdos.
I think it was
same. But
mechanics or like that shop class.
Yes.
I wanted to take it, but it just seemed like a boys' club, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm okay.
100%.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of more of like just take off.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
so
like,
you would have gotten an A just doing nothing.
maybe.
Yeah.
Goofy.
See, that's kind of how our PE was. Like, we'd have weight room days, but they
people
would
just
just
stood
like
around.
release us to the weight room, and
we
I
stood
didn't
around.
know how to do anything.
No.
You just
That
like
was for,
roamed
like-
around, and then you got yelled at for not doing anything.
was
It's
for,
like I
like,
don't physically
yeah,
know
the
how
football
to
players
do this.
and stuff in our
Yeah.
class because they like had requirements for weightlifting and stuff. Like they had to lift so many times a week. And so I feel like that was just the teachers being like, okay, here's your weight time.
Yeah.
So then like everyone else was just kind of like binking around. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in here.
No.
I don't know.
Yep.
And I would have been, I think I
Stupid.
would have been receptive if the PE teacher would have like come up to me and like, look, this is how you do this and whatever. Like, I think I would have. I would have been embarrassed because
Yeah,
I can't
for sure.
do anything. I have zero upper body strength.
Yeah. In dance, our coach thought it'd be a good idea to like start lifting weights. So we went into the weight room and all of us girls were like, how do we do this? Just kind of. And this one kid who wasn't like your typically strong guy, he was just like, oh yeah, and he just like lifted the weights like crazy. And we're like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been nice. But if I were to think about me in high school and having someone like teach me weights, I think I would have got frustrated that I couldn't do it and just would have gave up. Realistically, that would have been me.
Yeah.
I agree. But I think like, again, if it was an elective and if it was like a beginner's weightlifting class, like everybody's on the same page.
Here's
They
a
had an
2-pound weight.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like if I had a Pilates class or something in high school, I would have done that. I would have been happy to do like a Pilates class in high school for PE.
I wish there was a Pilates gym here.
Me too.
Like I see the way Miley Cyrus used to work out on the Pilates table.
Like now she does like some sort of weird yoga thing, but dang, she's got a banging bod.
She
I
does.
tell you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I want that, but I need to be a calorie deficit too. So
Oh yeah, me too. And it ain't happening.
it really isn't. I can't. I love food.
I just
too
want to
much.
get Chick-fil-A. So
Was it super? Speaking of Chick-fil-A, has it been super busy?
oh
Yes.
yeah, like 60,000 cars in line all day. Every
all
day.
the time. So for
Can they
those who
keep
don't
up?
know, Mason
Apparently.
City, we just got a Chick-fil-A, and
Apparently it's a banger.
yeah,
what I've
people love it. I have not sat in the drive-through, but Nick did this morning for the first time.
Was it like a half an hour?
It wasn't too bad. But yeah, the line is
Maybe their breakfast isn't as popular.
all the way out to the road, and they won't take dine-ins.
Wait, why?
I think they're short-staffed. Like there's just a flush of orders through the drive-through that they're like, we can't open the dining room.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Because that makes me feel better. Because last night I told Gus no, because I didn't want to go inside, and I also didn't want to sit in the
couldn't.
drive-through. So that makes me feel so much better. I'll
Yeah.
tell him that.
You couldn't.
Yeah, good.
So people are worried that they're short-staffed already, and
Well, I mean, they don't pay that much. I think I looked it up, and it's only like they start at like $14.50. That's not that much. I mean, I realize that it's like
For a
you know,
high school job,
fast
it would
food.
be
yeah,
okay.
that'd be
for
really
a high
good.
school job, it's fine. But if you're an adult trying to work there,
Yeah.
like,
But then,
no.
like, customer service these days,
oh, it's wretched. Oh, it's just terrible.
it seems it's atrocious.
You think
People are so rude.
Yeah, just blatant. I was at the cell phone store because Nick and I were upgrading our phones, and the amount of people that were like yelling at these phone salesmen, like, "I pay this much already, and my daughter wants a new phone, and now I have to pay more." And the person's like, "Yes."
I mean, people don't understand that
I
like,
thought-
those people
okay.
just work for the company.
Yeah.
Like they can't control how much you
They
pay.
can't control
but
your bill.
if you're nice to them, speaking as a wife of someone who previously worked at a cell phone store, if you're nice to them, every once in a while they will be like, "Here, I'll give you a credit because you're being nice about this really fucking stupid, annoying ass thing."
Yeah, I'm always
So
nice.
be nice, you idiots out there who are rude.
I'm always nice to everybody who helps me.
Yes.
But
I thought you guys meant like the customer service that you're receiving is so bad.
no,
Like,
sorry.
I mean, not necessarily. No.
yeah. No.
Although
I
I
get
do
it
think
now.
people care less now because they, partially I think it's just generational, but also because people are buttholes.
Yeah. Even on the road too. I've been seeing a lot of online people were like, my high schooler is just now starting to drive and she doesn't want to drive anymore because
People are
someone's honking at her or someone's like flipping her off because she's not whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, road rage has gotten.
Honking makes me so anxious.
Me too. I can't stand it.
Just like, what am I doing?
I can't
It's
stand
probably
it.
not directed towards me, but like,
Even
it
if
definitely feels
even
like
if it's not, I don't care. Like, stop it. Calvin's a honker and it drives me insane.
I I'm
Shame
starting
on
to be
him.
a brake checker because I'm having so many people like right up on my tail.
Yeah.
And I'm
Just
like,
slow
back
down. You don't have to
off.
brake check. You can get in trouble if they have a camera.
I'm going to get a camera.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if they have a camera and
if they're
you
going
brake
over
check
the
them-
speed limit and I'm going the perfect speed
Okay,
limit,
but
I'm
just
always
saying,
going the speed limit.
Okay. If you brake check, you can get beep. Okay.
Well, I
Then
can
your
say-
insurance is going to go up because you got in an accident.
No, because I was perfect and they were in the wrong.
Yeah, but okay.
Insurance is going to go up anyway. Holy shit.
Really?
Insurance is just crazy expensive.
I hate insurance, honestly. Why can't we live our lives without it? I get its purpose, but sometimes I just want to like.
Did you hear like people are unable to get home insurance in Florida?
Oh, because the hurricanes and stuff.
Yes. They're like just getting denied and they cannot find insurance. Can you
wonder
imagine
why.
not having home insurance?
I wonder why, because hurricanes have been a thing forever. Like, what is different now?
This is the storm of the century.
Yeah, they say that every freaking year, though. They
I
say
don't
that
know.
every
This
year.
one, Milton, is. Oof, I have not.
Do you know
seen-
anyone that's being affected right now?
Lots of influencers that I follow. So yes,
Interesting.
I do keep up kind of with like what they're doing in the evacuation, and it's just really interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that
Have
they
you
were
seen that
evacuating.
influencer who's getting some flack for going to Disney World?
Yes, Brittany Jade.
I don't know her.
Yes,
No. I don't think it's
The
her.
one-
She's
Mama
a-
Jill. Mama Jill. Is it Mama Jill?
Maybe. That sounds familiar.
She went on vacation like 6 days before the hurricane.
Yes.
She like supposedly didn't know about it.
and then she was
now they're
like
stuck there,
mad at the Airbnb for not like
letting them leave or something like
not
that.
letting them, but they didn't have all the amenities. And the Airbnb's like, lady, like
it's a hurricane.
it's hurricane season.
Yes, I saw that some people were still trying to go to Disney, regardless of that.
Dude, why?
I have no idea.
Like, who cares enough about Disney to want to do some dumb stuff like that?
or
It
to
just doesn't make sense.
reschedule, and like this is like a bad storm.
Absolutely not. Like,
I'd
I
poop my
can't.
pants.
Well, and just like I can't imagine what the airports are like because we all saw what happened when what was it, that computer shut down all
The Microsoft thing.
yeah. Like absolutely not. I don't want to be in an airport that's like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Storms are not for me, man.
No.
Well, and then it's not even just like the hurricane. There was like 50 tornado warnings issued for the state of Florida. Yeah. Yesterday.
It's like the outcropping storms or whatever too that
Yes.
like pop up like behind or after or before or whatever.
yes.
Yeah, those are scary too.
Wild.
Yeah. We totally got off topic from the school thing. Were you going to say something?
Oh, I was speaking of airports. Post Malone is like a huge fan of Nick and his friends.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
That's so goofy.
So, and Donut Operator, he has his phone number, and so they like text each other every once in a while.
Post Malone.
Post Malone and Donut.
Interesting.
Cody. And
I want to know. I think he should text him and ask him if his vibrato really sounds like that or if that's put on. I need to
asking
know.
him to text
I need to. I'll ask Nick. I bet Nick would. I bet Nick would ask.
I don't know.
He
But
might not.
Post gave all of us tickets for his Texas show,
Oh, nice.
and it's this month, and
Is he gonna sing his country songs that he
I'm
just?
guessing so.
Oh boy. He's a country boy. Now.
That's so awesome.
Take him
yeah.
home.
But Nick's going on tour, and I'm gonna travel by myself for the first time
Oh, to the show?
to
Nice.
San Diego.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. There's some nice stuff out there. Are you like hanging out there too, or are you just like?
Well,
going
I
to
won't
see
have
him
time to sightsee.
okay.
I'm
That's
literally just
unfortunate.
gonna fly in, get to my hotel, get ready, go to the show, go to
And then
bed,
go home.
and then go home.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to travel by myself.
That's
Boy,
awesome.
no one can tell you no when you want to like buy something expensive from the airport. Oh, does that not happen to you? No. Okay. All right. I always get told no when I'm like, I want to buy a $5 watering can. I was like, what's wrong with you?
You do get told no a lot.
I know. God,
I remember you
tell
asked
Calvin
Calvin, you wanted like a chocolate milk, and he said no. And I'm like, Calvin,
He's so
get this girl a chocolate milk.
This is driving me crazy.
He's
Actually, we'll talk about that because I have something to say about that in the next episode when we talk about something with characters. So we'll stay tuned for that episode whenever it comes out, before, after, I don't know, this one. So yeah, but so how's everyone's kids doing in school?
Well, I got a message yesterday about Gannon, my middle child.
Not good.
Uh-oh.
And he is not my troublemaker. He is like my sweetie pie, my perfect little angel, right?
Okay.
And he was poking people.
Oh.
And he poked someone 3 times on the carpet, and the teacher had to go and sit by him. And then he went to music class and was poking him in music class.
Ooh.
And I asked Gannon about it. He goes, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you can't. And I messaged the teacher back, and I'm like, this is so out of character for Gannon. Like, and she's like, I know, it was super weird. This is not like Gannon. And yeah. So.
Do you think he was like,
way.
Yeah.
like it's like I like you pokes?
I don't know.
If it was a certain kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
But
interesting.
yeah, so we had to talk about poking. And then my kids always get trouble on the bus.
The bus.
That's just the bus, though.
The bus is the worst. So
It really is.
Carver has to sit in the front seat until Christmas
Oh my gosh.
because he stabbed a kid with a pencil.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
That's a bad one. That's actually like kind
Yes.
of.
Yeah, I know.
Was it
So,
sharp?
I don't know. I don't know
was
the
dull.
details. But it made the kid cry, and I'm like,
Oh, it was
this
probably
is-
sharp then.
And the bus driver was super sweet. He texted me. He's like, "This is nothing that I wouldn't have done when I was in school." And I'm like, "Okay."
I
I've
love
seen-
that you're on
he was-
texting
he was
basis with
cool.
all of
I
these
know.
random
That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys don't text.
I'm over here getting emails or something, but
Oh,
you're
no.
over here getting texts.
Yeah, no, I've texted all of my bus drivers like, "Hey, boys aren't riding this morning," or yeah, someone's sick today, or yeah.
Wow, how do you get their number?
They call at the beginning of the year and tell us
This
like,
must be a
"Hi,
new
this is my
thing."
number, and this is the time that we're picking up your kids."
Wow, that's like pretty efficient.
This has got to be
Good
new.
for- Wow.
You know,
Because my parents
was
would have
not
gotten a
the
phone
way.
call every single day.
Yeah, that was not the way back in the day. Like if we weren't at the bus pickup spot at the time,
Yes.
you're gone, girl. Like you got to find a different ride.
yeah.
It was. Oh, I hated the bus, and so we lived on a farm, and a farm is a farm. Cutter's starting to realize, like, when we go to a certain place and we can smell like farm, he's like, "Why does it smell like cow poop?" And I'm like, "Cutter, that is money." Okay.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't get it, but I'm always gonna like, no, that's a good smell. Like,
Yeah.
that's the smell of dollar signs, boy.
Yeah.
Yep. But like, and I used to get so self-conscious every time like the bus would like drop me and my brothers off on our farm because all the kids were they're just so stupid. They'd be like, ugh, and they'd like all like, you could hear every bus window just flip, 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 flip up. Like, and I'm like, oh, fuck all you.
I mean, I get it, but also like
They did it so rude too.
Yeah.
They would like make this face and be like, ugh. And then just,
like they should know that's not going to keep out the smell of animals.
yeah. And I would come home and I'd be like to my parents, like, can we please move in town? Like, I'm so sick of it.
That's sad.
And they'd be like, no, just get over it.
So my dad farmed the land right next to the school.
Oh.
So we'd be like out at recess, and I could see my dad spreading manure.
Oh, shit.
So everyone at school would be like, "Calissa, your dad's making it stink over here." Yeah, and that was like at recess. So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, but
Yeah.
I never
but
had
it
that
just
experience,
gets
but-
lucky because it gets super old and it's like, this is what they do. And
Yes.
we're in Iowa.
yep.
When we would be at my grandma's house, my one grandma who did live in the country and had farmland, and it was all farms everywhere. We played with this one girl whose parents were pig farmers, and she like kind of carried the smell like with her, sort of. And I felt so bad. I never said anything because I'm not whatever, but I always felt bad. I was like, I wonder if she like has problems with that at school.
Oh.
But it was a farming community, so I don't know. But
She was probably like the local pork producer princess.
well, okay.
Just kidding. That was me.
I don't know
Well,
about
it could
princess,
be.
but
I was the pork princess.
You were. Oh. Did you enjoy that time?
No, I was so embarrassed.
did you get a sash?
I did. I got a really nice crown and a really nice sash.
I mean,
Wow.
that's awesome.
And
Did
I
you
got to
keep
be
it
in
forever?
parades. I'm sure my mom has it.
Ask her.
But I was just, it's awkward. It's like I had to do like parade stuff. So like waving at everybody.
Wait, why were you the pork princess? Was that like a competition?
No, my parents were pork producers, and they were like, "Yeah, we've got some pork queen and pork princess, but we can't find someone to be a princess. Would your daughter be interested?" And at the time, I'm like, "That is so embarrassing. Like, I don't want to be known as a pork princess."
It's usually a competition though, because they have
Usually,
like
Yeah, right.
But no, they do like we don't.
because
have
there's
entries.
there's Dairy Princess and everything like
And
that.
Dairy
A little
is
Miss
like
Squirt.
Dairy Princess was cool.
Everybody wants
Yeah.
to be dairy.
Yeah.
Because it's, dairy.
Yeah.
It's cheese. Everybody loves cheese except for Hannah.
Oh, I can't have cheese, but
Yeah. A lot of us shouldn't have cheese. But we do anyways.
it's so good.
I ran for Fair Queen and lost.
Dang.
Yeah, there were such mean girls there. Oh my gosh.
Hate that
It
for
was
you.
the most toxic environment I've ever
Wait, how
been
old were
in my
you?
life. It was between my junior and senior year that summer. It's Fayette County.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Losers, all of them.
Yeah.
What was the drama?
There was like very strict that you weren't supposed to wear like you have to wear modest dresses or whatever.
Everyone wore their prom dresses. Was that
Yes,
okay?
but there was different dresses for different parts of the competition. So like you had to help out during the day, and then so I wore a fitted dress. It had flowers on it, but it wasn't like skanky by any means. Like how can you a flowery dress be that skanky, right? And they were all talking about me and whispering about me, and someone came up to me and said something about it, and it was like
Oh
a
God.
thing. It was like I've definitely felt like very alienated because of this dress that I wore. And I wasn't in 4-H, probably why I lost, but yeah. Because it's
What is
Fair
4-H?
Queen.
Like, I know there's
4-H.
different, like, facets or whatever to it, but, like,
It's
what
like
do you,
it's like a community. It's like a group that you're in, and you do different projects, and you submit them for a competition at the fair.
If you were like a blue ribbon winner, you go to the Iowa State Fair.
I think purple went to the fair.
but
think blue is second place.
do you, like, quilt?
Yep.
Like,
You can
draw
do-
Yep, you can
pictures?
do anything. You can do
Anything.
photography. You could do quilting. You could do shop work. You could do
You could bake.
build something. There's baking competitions.
I made lemon bars, aka my mom made lemon bars.
Yeah.
Well, I helped, quote unquote.
You could have there was a fashion show, so you could like pick out an outfit and you'd have to model your fashion show.
Yep. I
You
did
could do a
that.
presentation. I did it for Chickasaw County,
sounds like
so
so
I bet
much
you and I
Yeah,
were
I
in the
swear
same
I've seen
competition.
you.
Yeah,
But you said you weren't in 4-H, and I'm like, that's
I
weird. 'Cause
was when I was really little, like a second grade. I think is
No.
when I stopped.
I think
So,
I started 4th, 5th grade.
yeah,
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
yeah.
It was
the
really
parents do a lot
fun.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No. This is what happens. Like, you pick a project, any of the things that Calissa said, and then you had to write a report.
Yep.
So I was always pissed. I'm like, I have to do more homework. Like,
right.
Yeah. Or like that's
No,
how
thank you.
people show cattle or show
Yeah.
pigs.
Okay,
show
that I knew.
rabbits. Yeah.
That people did
I took
animals.
my gerbil, or I took my hamster, and then my hamster died at the thing because we left it in a hot car.
Oh my gosh.
You cooked it to death.
Calissa.
That's terrible. You cooked it.
Poor little
You
thing.
literally
I was with
cooked it to
my
death.
mom wasn't there. I was just with my siblings, and we're just like, I don't know what to do with the hamster, so we just
You got to carry that thing around.
yeah.
Get him in a pouch. Put him in a pouch. Fanny pack.
Anyway, Junie B, rest in peace.
Junie B.
Yes,
I always loved those books.
that was my hamsters.
I did too.
Love Junie B books.
But I don't know if I'd let my kids read them now. I feel like that, and I've actually heard this about Arthur too, where like
Yeah.
some of the characters do not
DW was a brat.
right, and so they
Yes.
kind of teach your kids like
As a
Bad
kid,
things.
I saw DW. I'm like, what a bratty kid. As a kid, I was
Yeah.
thinking that.
yeah,
But like, I feel like my kids are so influenced by anything they see, and
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Arthur because it was hilarious. It's hilarious now and iconic. And I'm like, I saw that one episode. I'm like, nope, I can't do it. Like, I don't want you guys watching this. Do you have any? Is your schools like banning stuff? Like certain books or anything, or
I mean, yeah, kind of, because it's a Christian school, so
Oh,
like no
Harry
if it
Potter?
doesn't follow the. I would imagine not. Yeah,
what about Halloween stuff?
no, they don't do Halloween
is
stuff.
Halloween,
Like
Halloween,
fall stuff
Halloween.
is fine, but like on Halloween we do Reformation. We don't do Halloween.
No costumes or anything.
At school, no.
Okay. I figured because some really religious people are against all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I love Calvin's dad, but he got us in the tradition of like taking the kids trick or treating because that was like the only holiday that he ever participated in and like spent time. Sorry, Dan, spent time with the family during. And so Calvin was like, "I understand you feel this way, but like this is important to him, so please just like let them do it. Like let him take the kids." And I was like, "Okay." And now, oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate Halloween.
What?
I hate
love
Halloween.
Halloween.
I hate it.
I love looking at the costumes.
Kids are cute
Yeah, the kids.
and it's sweet, but it's just like,
Gannon's going as Captain Smith from the Titanic.
what?
Wait, is that the white hair guy? Wow.
No one is going to get that, but I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Well,
That's
what,
awesome.
What inspired him?
That's
Yeah.
what he picked. He's obsessed with the Titanic.
Like the boat or the movie?
The boat. Like
Okay.
the history of it.
I was going to say,
like-
because there's a lot of naked.
Yeah, no. I don't think he's ever seen the movie.
Okay.
I think we've watched it and he's like been around, but he would have been like 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he loves the Titanic. He's a big fan. He's got a Titanic shirt. He's got a
Wow.
Titanic poster. He's got
Is this your oldest one?
middle.
Gannon,
Mi-
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, my Gannon. Yep, my sweetie.
funny.
I love it.
He's obsessed with like kind of dark, creepy things.
Okay.
And so like the fact that how many people died on the Titanic, and he's
You
just,
should
like,
take him to the
such a
Titanic
big
Museum.
fan.
Yeah.
In Branson.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
should.
went and it was fascinating.
Yeah.
Sad, but fascinating.
Yeah, we went to one in Orlando. They had a dinner theater, and so you got food and pretended like you were on, like a member on the ship, and then at the end you found out if you survived or not. And they had like a
There
room with
wasn't
the
like, it didn't like
iceberg.
shake the building and
That'd be
like
cool.
you were like,
No, because people would get motion sickness
Oh,
and you'd
no.
have to sign a ton of waivers.
vommy.
Yeah.
Dang, that'd be fun though.
Yeah, it was super
scary.
cool.
Do you ever think about like when you watch the Titanic, like what class would I be on?
Yes.
The poorest. I'd be the one that's in the like 2x2 closet. That would be me. For sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, I used to think about that when I was a kid. I'm like, I wonder what class we'd be on, and then I'm like, we'd probably be at the lower one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, I think at the museum, we were like looking at the rooms, and even the fancy rooms were like not that fancy.
Yeah.
So we'd be sleeping on the floor in the closet. For
Do you
sure.
guys look at the conspiracies of the Titanic?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No.
What? Have you
heard any of them?
Nothing.
No.
Have you heard nothing?
How do you not know
Sarah.
anything ever?
Calista?
What are the conspiracies?
That
So I don't remember the name of the other ship, but basically
The
that it was like a
Carpathia.
switcheroo. And
hold on.
it was a whole like money
Are
situation.
you getting Nick?
Yes.
Okay, well we can wait then. Okay.
What?
Do you want oh, you don't need to hear yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, you do want to hear yourself.
What are we-
Okay,
what are we
so we're
talking
talking
about?
about the Titanic
Yeah.
conspiracies. Okay, so what's
Yeah.
the name of the ship that supposedly went down instead?
I think it's the Olympus is what it was
Yes.
called. It was like a sister ship. They look almost identical.
Yes.
It was made right
and-
before the Titanic.
Okay, and so what's the conspiracy that it was what's his face's like money scheme to kill all these like famous people for their money or something, right?
J.P. Morgan.
Yes.
That I was. Yeah.
Like-
I was
like-
gonna say
like
JD
the-
Power.
Like the bank, J.P. Morgan.
Okay.
So he was like the wealthiest guy on the planet at the time, and he was one of the investors of the Titanic. And I think I didn't research this before I came on. You walked in my office and asked me off the top
Nick
of
was
my
just
head.
next door.
But no, I think J.P. Morgan was like part owner or owner of the Titanic and the Olympus, and all the wealthiest people on the planet were on the Titanic, right? It was a big deal. It was like the other 7 wealthiest men on the planet that were his direct competitors and his business partner that he was trying to push out were all on the Titanic.
Mysteriously killed.
And they all died. And he like conveniently canceled going on the trip at the last minute. And he had a different ship that wasn't new that looked just like the Titanic. So people are saying he basically painted Titanic on the Olympus, tricked everybody, got him to go on it, and then they crashed the boat on purpose.
And killed
Is the
everybody.
conspiracy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
alleged. Yeah.
Allegedly.
That's
Honestly,
just
though-
the rookie conspiracy theory.
Oh, is there
What's
another
the
one?
other
Oh,
ones?
yeah.
What?
Okay. Well, share it because Calissa's not heard anything, and I haven't
didn't
heard this
even
one
know
you're
that
talking
there
about.
was
Created by
like-
Big Boat to sell more icebergs.
Nick, what?
hilarious.
Be real.
It's fine. Yeah, so there's that. Why? What else you want
I
to
think
know?
that's fascinating because that is a part of history that I think is so like treacherous but very real. Like people are just shady.
Yeah.
People be doing shady stuff.
For
Do you ever like
money.
think
Yeah.
that when you get to
And power.
heaven, you can like rewind time and like watch what actually happened?
Will we be outside of time at that point? Curious. And see every
Yeah, you
portion
can
of
see
time.
everything. Like you just know everything. Like you
it
go
just-
back in time and
That'd be
like
cool.
watch the Titanic sink and see
That'd be
what really
cool.
happened.
That'd be cool. I always wish that everyone would have like these certain glasses and you could watch like everything. Like
You could just like scroll through and pick like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like
this
read the back of the
this-
Constitution.
no.
Oh, that's very what's that movie with
National
Nicholas
Treasure.
Cage?
Yeah, that was a joke.
You need
yeah.
the lemon
Well, for
juice
me,
and the-
it's like all these
hairdryer.
children
Yeah.
that got like murdered and like Casey Anthony,
Lyric and Elizabeth Cook. What happened there?
John Benet Ramsey,
Yeah.
she Katy Perry.
Yes.
yeah,
She's not, but
She might be. You never know. You never know.
I don't see it.
You never
I don't know. How salty would heaven be at that point?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Imagine if you like had, imagine if
Listen.
you got to go to heaven and then you knew everything that happened in history that
Yeah, I don't
people had
think that'll
argued about
happen.
through your entire life. Like, how pissed off would you be at all the other people in heaven? Like,
I don't think
it
that would
just cuts
happen
to that
because-
like Mexican Bob from the Hateful Eight. I fucking knew it. Like, there's no way you wouldn't be pissed at all the other angels. Like, I fucking told you he was on Epstein's island. Like, you'd be furious.
I don't think that would happen specifically because the Bible talks about like at this time there'll be no more tears, there'll be no more sadness.
Yep.
So like that wouldn't happen. That's
You wouldn't
not, like,
even
realistic,
care.
But
It would just be like,
You can't.
yeah,
But then that'd be scary.
Maybe
like,
angels just don't have tear ducts. They'd still be pissed off.
like what if Hitler was in heaven?
is weird,
and
'cause
like
they're covered in
it just
eyes.
erases everyone's memory, and you're friends with Hitler. I doubt it. But
hold
think-
on.
you
I
think
was
Hitler
talking to
went to
Nick and
heaven?
you said what?
no, I don't think he went to heaven. But like, what if they just erased, history and
Oh, like once you're up there.
What if
Yeah.
Jesus was Will Smith from Men in Black with a neuralizer? Then what?
That's blaspheme? I do not.
That was a question, not a statement.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little
Potential.
iffy.
I've never seen Men in Black. Well, I did just that one scene.
the alien. Yeah.
You've never seen Men in Black?
The only scene
You
that
should
I
watch that.
saw
It's pretty good.
was when that guy was coming off the ship and he like
The
ripped
giant
his...
cockroach at the end.
Yeah.
Like, she was
And
like
as
7.
as
so
a
it was scary.
child,
Yeah.
I ran so fast.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But yeah, I just wanted you for the Titanic.
Yeah.
I thought you
That's
had a
pretty
ton.
fascinating.
You should do a video on it.
Thought he had
You should do a video on it.
It's
say you
not.
thought he had
it's
time?
not. There's not enough to like substantiate it enough to make a claim.
Yeah, no, there's no, like, as far as I know, there's not really any, like, actual evidence
Evidence,
of
yeah.
that. It's
It's
just all
just
kind of, like, hearsay.
Coincidences.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay. I'll do a video on Kellogg
pretty
though.
fascinating.
We'll do that.
Cereal?
Yeah.
I think Calvin was telling me that he was doing some
Yeah.
research for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're being canceled?
No, the dude that invented Kellogg cereal invented cornflakes as a way to like try to get teenage kids to not be horny because he was like super anti-sex. Period. So he
Which is
like,
fascinating because he would have kids to carry on his legacy, I would assume.
yeah, I don't know. He's too busy giving yogurt enemas and
Yeah.
putting people in insane asylums.
Yogurt enemas.
Dude is fucking
wow,
crazy.
That would be crazy.
Well, they tried canceling.
Talk about lactose intolerant.
I know. Oh my gosh. You immediately just everywhere. Terrible.
What?
Terrible.
Oh, they were trying to cancel Kellogg
Oh,
what?
yeah.
because
For the price.
the economy is terrible. So
Yeah.
Kellogg made a commercial and is hooking up with celebrities and making like Justin Timberlake. If you go on his TikToks, him and his crew are eating cereal, and they're like, "Yeah, just have cereal for dinner. Like it's really good." Like they're trying to push, like, "Yeah, just eat our cereal for
Girl
dinner."
dinner, basically, is what they're pushing.
What is it?
Girl
Girl
dinner.
dinner.
The fuck does that mean?
It's basically where you just eat some random stuff and call it dinner.
Like a handful of peanuts and
A yogurt.
like
3
insinuating women
pieces
don't know
of
how to cook or
pineapple.
It's
what?
no, it's insinuating that like when
we
we're just
would
alone,
actually eat
like
if
are
we
we
didn't
gonna
have to
waste our
cook.
time cooking for myself if
Yeah.
like Calvin's gone and the kids are gone? No, I'm just gonna eat some random stuff and call it dinner.
Bro, that's like the most fucking a bunch of marketing majors in a room somewhere in a penthouse in New York
It
City
was
got together and
some-
like, hear me out. Let's convince women to not fucking
It was
cook
some
so we can
lady-
sell them cereal instead.
was some lady
and
on
fuck up the
TikTok.
rest of the world.
It was some lady on TikTok who coined that term.
The amount of people
But
on TikTok.
the people who used it afterwards, I'm sure, are like insanely in their own thing with marketing and stuff over that. So yeah.
It is a really interesting concept because, like, after my dad died, my mom, like, didn't want to cook. She didn't have to cook, and she lost a ton of weight because she's not cooking
Eating
meals
stuff.
every day. She's just having girl dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. For true.
Girl dinner.
Yeah. I remember like back in the day when I used to work late and I would come home and I'd be like, man, I'm hungry, but like, I don't really know what I'm doing
Cereal
here.
always
I would
just sounds good.
make a package of mashed potatoes, those instant mashed potatoes, put some cheese on it, call it dinner.
The real fat people only rip the top off the pouch and pour the hot water directly into it. and
Oh
stir it
my
with a
gosh,
spoon.
that's disgusting.
That's fucking army style, bro.
Ew, though. Ugh. How would you
What?
hold it though? It'd be hot in
No, you just hold it.
But it'd be hot.
You just fucking
worth the
put,
pain.
Put your purse down and hold it. What do you mean?
No, I just put it in a bowl. I don't think I ate a whole package at the time, I would imagine. So.
Nah, eat it all. The Idaho
Oh my
cheddar and cream cheese.
Oh
or
my
not
gosh,
cream
they're
cheese,
so good.
chives.
Chives, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Just dump the hot water directly
Honestly,
in the pouch.
any of the
stir it.
Idaho ones, fantastic.
shake
Like
it.
10 out of 10. They're so good. I don't know how. It's mystical magic, but
No, cereal over here.
Captain Crunch.
Cereal. Captain Crunch, okay, legit hurts your mouth after
Yep.
you
It
eat
does.
Yep.
It like
And I think that's why I
scratches.
like don't even want to mess with it anymore.
Reese's Puffs. Those
Yeah.
are
Stop.
Same thing.
Reese's Puffs suck.
Oh my gosh, they're so
They're
good.
the best.
They're so good.
D tier cereal.
Waffle crisp.
No,
Honeycomb.
no. Oh my gosh, you freaks. No. Oh my gosh, Life back in the day when you get a specifically
Cinnamon.
sugary one. Oh, so good.
No, the last bowl of Frosted Flakes where all the
No.
frosted where all the frosted dust
And the
is at
milk.
the
I
bottom.
don't like the corn though. I don't like that they're corn. It's kind of gross.
I like corn pop or
You live in
pops.
Iowa.
Corn pops. So good.
Don't like that.
They have fruity pebbles, but they have Lucky Charms marshmallows in them now, and
I
it's
don't like
like
the marshmallows.
fuck yeah, diabetes is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
These kids have no fucking chance.
Probably why Carver had 7 cavities.
That is insane.
It's insane.
Wow.
He has really bad teeth. Craig has really bad teeth. Every
It's
time
genetics.
he goes.
Yeah,
lot of
it
times.
really is.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Genetics.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, like the
It's
bacteria in your mouth.
It's industrialized nations.
Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong, but there is a factor of genetics in it when it comes to the bacteria that are in your mouth.
Yeah, but not. Oh, for cavities, I'm talking about like
Yes.
crooked teeth.
No,
Sorry.
no. I'm not saying that.
Have you guys read all that?
Actually, you know what you should look into? Sorry, you can cut this out. Remineralization of your teeth. There's a whole. I should send you this book.
No, I've seen it.
Have you?
You're talking about like the
This book?
charcoal and shit.
Okay,
Like,
yes,
I've heard
but
quite a bit about it.
the guy who went to, gosh, was it African? I forget. They were like uncivilized places, and they had
Perfect
this is-
teeth.
Yes, and perfect skull structure. But then over, I forget what it was, like 20, 30 years or something like that, he was taking certain kids and feeding them shit like what we have here. And their skull structure completely changed, their
Yep.
mouth structure completely changed, their teeth completely changed. Yeah. So it's all diet. And that's not to say that like bacteria doesn't play a part in that, but like,
It's not the
in terms
diet.
of-
It's chewing.
Yeah.
oh, mouth breathing.
Yeah, no,
well,
it's
diet
literally the-
and mouth breathing and
Well, right,
were
but
eating
the mouth,
meat.
There
the
was
mouth
something else
breathing
too,
and
I think,
everything
but-
comes because of the lack of chewing. So like
Yeah.
these nations that have countries where it's like, oh, what are you gonna eat? We're gonna eat whatever wild animal we killed, and then fruit. Like you have to sit there and chew that food all, versus like, girl dinner. I'm gonna have
mashed potatoes.
mashed,
And I'm gonna just
mashed up
suck 'em
carbs
down.
and sugar
Yeah.
that I don't have to chew. And I don't chew anything. So like your facial structure never actually fully develops and the musculature. So like your jaws are narrower. That's why your teeth get cramped inside your mouth because your jaw never splayed out properly because you never chewed anything your whole life. So then
Yep.
all your teeth are in there fucking sideways because they don't fit. And then that's why your nasal passages
Yep.
and everybody snores and mouth breathes because nobody's developing their facial features how they're
I'm a
supposed to as a
snorer
human.
and a mouth breather at night.
I am too now, but I think it's just because I'm fat. I don't think it's like
I went to an
anything
ENT
else.
and he's like, "Your tongue is kind of fat," and I'm like, "Okay,
You can't lose weight in your tongue, can you?
yeah,
That seems like
like sit ups on my
Tongue
tongue."
exercises.
oh yeah.
Put a little weight on the end.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Get those reps in.
yes. And Nick, he would be like, "I came in through the garage and I could hear you snoring."
You are excessively loud. I'm sorry.
How do you know?
Because that one time we went camping, remember with Jamie?
And she attracted all the
I
bears.
was pregnant.
It doesn't even matter.
And
You were sleeping
fat.
on like your stomach basically, and you were snoring so Let's ask.
bad.
We can ask Nadia about it because she was also there.
She was in the other camper.
It was so loud. I swear I didn't sleep a damn wink that night. It was so loud.
You didn't snore at the Nicki Minaj concert, though.
And then she gets mad at me
No,
like,
I don't think so.
You didn't hear the boys crying? But like, fuck no. Over you snoring? No.
She's rumbling the house
You're
down
fucking
over
cutting
here.
trees down next to me my whole life. Of course I can't hear a kid crying from fucking across the house.
100%.
What are you talking about?
I need my sleep. I need to redo my sleep study.
You should get a sleep apnea.
Oh my God.
Well,
I
that
should.
might not even make
She
a
got the
difference. It just
test. So like
depends
you don't
on-
have sleep apnea.
No, it's really hard because
sleep
you have
apnea
to.
is specifically when you stop breathing. So if you're not stopping breathing, that will
He
have
says
nothing.
sometimes
What
that-
you should do is probably get a mouth guard that brings your jaw. I forget if it's your lower jaw or your top forward. And so
Lower
that,
forward.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes room for your tongue, so your tongue doesn't like cut off your throat.
But I've been sleeping with like a nasal strip,
Okay.
and Nick says I'm doing much better.
Did you get the magnet ones?
I should.
You should.
I've seen those. They look wild.
Yeah.
Because I put moisturizer, on my face, and then
Radical.
the sticker won't stick.
Yeah. No. Get the
She's
get the
got
magnet ones.
the fucking bonnet and then the nose strip. It looks like I'm sleeping
can
next to
thank
Brian
me.
Urlacher, the
Thank
pastry
me
chef.
for the bonnet because
fucking
I
hilarious.
first introduced that to you guys.
Oh my God.
Calvin knows that nothing's going to go on in the evening time if I've got my bonnet on.
Bro, no, that's not her tell. Her tell's the nose strip. I can always tell if I'm going to get some if when I get to bed she's got the nose strip on. The bonnet comes off easy, but she doesn't want to waste a nose strip. That's how I know I'm getting lucky.
Calvin just won't look at me with the bonnet on. He's like, "That's so disgusting. I'm going to bed."
Bro, rip it off. I don't care.
No, because I have to clip mine so that I don't flatten my curls.
Oh, she doesn't clip
So I
it.
have
She
more
just
work
like
to
throws
do.
I'm just Yeet.
I look really attractive at night.
There's no attractive way to rip off a nose guard. Here, let me get your pore strip.
Now, if you have your mouth guard in too, you're like, hold on one second.
I still don't care.
Put it down.
I'll come in wearing cleats if we're playing fight. Whatever. I'll come in. You guys want to have all the football equipment? Whatever.
Nose guard, mouth guard.
That's so funny. Oh, that's so true though. Oh, hilarious.
Such an idiot.
Oh,
What?
hilarious though. Hilarious. Hilarious. What a day. All right, high fives though for us for knowing that.
What?
We're just geniuses. We're on the same page. You guys get it together. No stuff. No stuff.
I love how everything
get
that we
immersed.
supposedly knew was like unsubstantiated conspiracy theories and like just shit that you know from being chronically on the internet. Like nothing of actual value.
I would say that
About
knowing the
the-
facial structure is
Yeah.
quite valuable.
Not if you don't refuse to do anything about it, which neither of us are doing. So
That's not true. That's not true.
What are you doing?
I make my own toothpaste for the kids. Okay, so that is supposed to help at least
How is that gonna
keep
help
their
the
mouths
facial
from.
structure?
Well, it doesn't, but it helps with. This was part of my when I was learning
get
about
that
like
chew ball.
remineralizing teeth.
What's
Jaws
a chew
are-
ball?
This was part
Jaws
of
are
that
size.
like thing.
Maybe I need that.
There's like a rubber donut ball that you're supposed to get.
What if you
can, like,
swallow it by
you can-
accident?
It's too big. Like you like mouth is like fully open.
Oh,
And you're
that
supposed
would
to like
be.
What's it supposed to
What
do?
It's
happens
supposed to
if you
do
have
sets. It's supposed to
TMJ?
simulate that hard chewing, and then you do.
What if you have TMJ though?
But no, that's like what all
jerky.
the celebrities that get accused of having like jaw surgery and shit.
Zac
they're
Efron.
saying,
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
well, Zac
Although he did
Efron
have
literally
jaw
did
surgery.
because it was like an injury. But
Yeah.
who's
Supposedly.
that comedian that all the
Allegedly.
women think is hot? He looks like
Oh,
the young, kind of looks like
Matt
Zac
Rife.
Efron.
Matt Rife. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was one of the things. It's like, well, he might have had surgery, but he also might have just done these like jaw exercises for an
But
extended
he
period of
also
time.
got teeth.
Yes.
How do you feel
Dentures?
about that?
No.
Veneers.
A lot of people
In
do
the
it.
celebrity. Do any of your friends have them? Your rich people
I would
friends?
assume. I haven't like
Ask 'em.
directly asked.
Oh my
but,
gosh!
I mean, I
Speaking
would
of, since you're
assume.
here, I need you to talk to the guy that texts Post Malone and tell him to ask Post Malone if
how this works, but
his
okay.
vibrato is put on or if it's real. Because Calvin and I'm sorry, Post Malone, if you ever listen to this, make fun of him all the time. I shouldn't say make fun of. We just, do that. And I just laugh. And I just want to know if it's real. Because if you look at his earliest music videos, okay?
Nick's gonna hear it wrong and be like, "Hey, my friend wants to know if Post Malone uses a vibrator."
No, I mean, he probably does. I bet he does. He seems like he's crazy like that.
I would never hear Nick say vibrato ever in his
Yeah, I don't know what a vibrato is.
dictionary.
Oh,
It's like the difference between or oh.
exactly.
It's got the wiggle in your voice.
It's like a very quick change between notes.
Yes.
It's literally this, except in your vocal cords. Sorry.
I'm gonna do that hand gesture when I ask him.
Oh, please
Post
do
Malone,
it.
can you do this?
No, well, like, is it fake or is it real? That's what I want to know. Because it's so strange. You know what I'm talking about. If you listen to it, you know what I'm talking about. I want to know if it's real. Because if you listen to like his first music video that's on YouTube, he doesn't have that.
White
That's
Iverson?
not what his voice sounds like. Nope.
Or that weird one.
The weird one where he's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
The weird one where he's prepubescent. His voice is different.
Well,
no
no,
shit,
I
Sherlock.
don't mean that like his. I don't mean that his voice is like higher, lower, different like that. I just mean like if he was trained then and had voice lessons specifically to achieve the voice he has now, why does his vibrato sound like that? Because that just is not.
Well, if it was when he was 12 before he had puberty, that
But I'm
changes
saying-
your voice quite a bit.
But it wouldn't change necessarily the sound of your natural vibrato unless you're having voice lessons and you specifically are conditioned to change it to something else, which just doesn't make sense to me.
I
Why
feel
would
like
you
it
do
would
that?
change everything to do with your voice.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
How are you,
It's like
Calissa?
putting a different engine
No,
in a
it's
car.
like
Super
listening
duper. Thanks,
to.
Anna.
Gosh, I wish Calvin was here because he would know exactly who I'm talking about. That little boy who sang
Macaulay
something.
Oh,
Baby,
Mason
say
Ramsey?
goodbye. Yes. Okay, so when he went through puberty,
Yodeling.
his voice didn't change. His vocal structure, like his vibrato, his everything still sounds the same. It's just a lower octave because he went through puberty. That's what I mean. So unless he had voice lessons specifically to change like the structure, the way that he sings, let's put our minds on Ariana Grande right now, okay? Because
I couldn't tell you a single Ariana Grande song off the top
I
of
don't
my
care.
head.
I don't care about her like singing. I'm talking about like when she talks, even. Okay,
She changed
Don't
her
know what
voice.
she
she
sounds like.
changes the way that she sounds, and that's specifically to supposedly protect her voice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about.
It's weird because she kind of
That's what I'm
sounds
saying. So when she was
robot.
like emulating,
Gypsy Rose. She kind of sounds like Gypsy Rose. Like when she does that.
was this conversation too? We're okay.
Yeah.
All right, move on. Because Nick doesn't know what I'm talking about, and so if he doesn't know what I'm talking about, then I'm never gonna get my answers about Post Malone.
What's it called? When you're hyper fixated. Sarah got hyper fixated
Because I just want to know.
on a topic. And on that.
I think honestly, it's just fascinating.
And on that note.
Yeah, sorry. We can cut all that if we want. I'll leave that. up to
Calissa will.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I won't. That was
Sorry.
invigorating.
yeah. It gave me goosebumps now just thinking about it because I'm so hyped up about it. I just really
Yeah,
wanna
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Like, you're like, ugh.
Yeah. I get that thing
Your
where my eyes get
ADHD.
really big
Yes,
and I have to
yeah.
like,
Use your hands a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
All right. Goodbye.
This has been Calissa.
Hannah.
And Sarah. Bye.
And Nicholas.
And Nick. Bye.
Bye.